All right, on today's episode of the mistakes in which I've made as a self-publishing author, we're going to discuss your draft, your writing draft, your manuscript, whatever you want to call it, right? Remember to watch this video all the way through because I'm providing the mistakes that I made so you don't have to go through the same thing. It's scary when you first start, and trust me, I know I've experienced it several times. Even with a resume of writing a few books, I still get scared to hit the publish button. But anyway, we're gonna talk about the manuscript. So when you write your manuscript, you're getting a lot of stories and you're getting your ideas and everything out on paper. Normally you would go back and then start putting everything together to create a cohesive story, right? And what I thought when you're doing something like that was once you create a cohesive story and you start to put everything together as far as giving the depth of the friendships and the other outer worldly things that make the main protagonist world look real, right? You think you just send it off to an editor and they fix it, which they could. But once I started going over my review of the edits that I was provided, not only by the copy editor, but the developmental editor, I saw a lot of mistakes that I should have caught early, but I didn't catch them because I didn't know a lot about the tools in which you can utilize. For example, for punctuation and tenses, like past tense and, using first person and things of that nature, you can use tools like Grammarly, like to at least catch those things because that can throw your whole story off. You can have a good story, but then you start jumping in past tense and current. For me, the way I read and the way I think is totally different than the way it's supposed to be, which segues into another side of the house where a lot of people say they self-publish because they want to control everything. But truth of the matter, a lot of us aren't ready for traditional publishing and the critiques in which they give. Not everybody, but I know I'm not ready right now. So that's why I'm working this out. But yeah, make sure when you're dealing with your manuscript, you use tools like Grammarly to check your punctuation, check your past tense and current. Just make sure that you got a cohesive story because nobody's going to take you serious until you start taking your work serious. And you just want to make the editor's job easier than what it has to be because when it's easier for them to do their job, they can actually give you more advice on other things that you weren't really asking them for because a lot of those editors are seasoned in the traditional world. So I hope that helped. If you like to hear more tips like this, please make sure you hit that follow button. Have a great day. Peace.